Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They're going to ride this running back. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
It's a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Looking left. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. The give is to Williams. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. With the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires to the right. Got his man. Just keeps moving. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Smashes through. The expressway is wide open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Hokies heading quickly to the line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Coming after it. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Trying the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Mason. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hokies! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Trying play action. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Makes a man miss.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Irish. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make as they got to stop the bleeding right now?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Irish send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Cherry. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him. He's finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Ben?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Complete downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. And the Hokies are flying down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting first downs. Got another opportunity coming up. 1st and goal. Try to hold them to a field goal.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The option look. Now the toss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it. He stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Reels it in down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. The 40. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's up.
He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Notre Dame, 42. Virginia Tech, 35.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield and down that ball?
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creep.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Second down coming up.
Wants to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Going up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misconnection, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
The attempted throw is incomplete. It leads to...
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things?
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.